What's up guys, Jaden here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the current state of SEO, the latest changes, my thoughts, and also my recommendations. So I feel like this video is very much needed because there's a lot of uncertainty going on within the SEO world. And actually, it's not just the SEO world, but people who are, running affiliate portfolios, running publishing website, people who are about to get started in SEO or somebody who is new in SEO. There's probably a lot of uncertainty going on, a lot of confusion, a lot of fear. And that's why I feel like I wanted to make this video. So the current state of SEO, with the latest Google update, there's a lot of changes, big changes in terms of the landscape, in terms of how users are searching. Essentially, the searching platform has changed so much. So, the past years, Google has always came up with different kind of updates. And, these are usually small updates or some of them will be core updates, but there's never an update like this where it changed kind of the entire platform. Essentially, it's kind of like a new product because the way of how people are searching, the way how people are using Google, that has changed, right? So lots of businesses and sites have been affected, and it has a lot more major impact because I've seen examples of people going bankrupt and their livelihood is affected. Their sites got taken down and they lost their only source of income. And so there's a lot of uncertainty in roles. So if you are, let's say, in an in-house role, if you are looking for a job in the SEO world, you're probably wondering like, 1 year or 2 years down the road, will there be still a job for you, right? And then if you are running a SEO-based business, you're wondering like, should you still be offering this service as your core product? And is there a need for SEO in the future, right? And if you are in another type of business, for example, if you're running a publishing-based website or you're running an affiliate-based website, you're probably, hopefully not, but you could probably see like an impact on the latest May update. Traffic just going down, and with traffic going down, it means to say your sales, the revenue they generated will also go down as well. So there's a lot of uncertainty going on in the whole SEO world just because of this major change in the platform. So I think, at this moment in time, we are in a very interesting space because this is new. And when it's new, it means that nobody has the answers. So you don't have to, search for you can search for, the solutions on how to recover from this update and stuff like that. But truly, nobody knows the answer because it's new. And I don't think even Google has the answer because the platform is new. And Google doesn't know whether does users like their platform, even though they say they did, but they didn't show any data behind it. But they also said, backlinks are not important. So I don't think Google have the data because the platform is so new and they wouldn't have the data required for them to understand even like how users are using their new platform. And so if they don't know if users like the new platform, they might change in the future again. So they might revert back. They might change slightly in terms of the platform because this all depends on the customers, and Google's customers are users. So nobody really knows the answer. And that's why I think this is pretty normal because isn't this the same as SEO? Nobody knows the algorithm. We do have some idea of which elements are more important. But if you think about it, nobody knows exactly how to rank on page one. Like, I'm not talking about, yes, we know page titles, we know backlinks are important, but there's no exact answer. Like, nobody knows exactly how to rank on page one or on position one in Google. Nobody knows the exact formula. People can get close to 80%, 90%, and that's why they are the top tier SEOs that can rank websites on Google in the top 3 positions, but nobody really know the answer. And in a sense, if you do not know the answer, you need to figure it out. You need to test. You need to figure out what works, what doesn't work. And isn't this the same as SEO? Because this platform is new, nobody knows the answer. And what do we default to? We default to figuring out whether users like it. If users do like it, how are they interacting with the platforms, and kind of understanding what will work and what doesn't work. So this is actually pretty normal. And if you think about it, in the past, we used to have SEOs, Yahoo SEOs, where there's only, Yahoo is the main search engine. And then there are people doing SEO on Yahoo. And then Google came along, and then now we're doing SEO in Google. So who knows, maybe 1 year or 2 years down the road, this may change, but the cycle is the same. History will likely repeat itself. And so that's why it makes everything become more normal in a sense. So what we would need to do then as a community or, within your team or even individually, it's to learn a new platform. And learning the new platform means that you're essentially learning about your customers' behavior, your consumers' behavior. And that's actually what SEO is all about. Like, we are still learning about customers' behavior now, not even now, even before this big update. We were learning about what users want, how the users behave on Google. And this essentially is the same. It's just that the platform is different now. So, and then what we need to do is we'll then need to update and feedback. If you're in a community, update some of the things that you're testing. If you're in a team, update to your team, like what works, what doesn't. Because I think now it's a very exciting period since nobody knows the answer. And our job as a whole is to figure it out together. So my recommendations and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to continue to optimize my projects that I'm working on with my clients that I'm working on. I'm going to continue to optimize, but not for Google, but for experience, the customer's experience, the consumer's experience. Because right now, Google is still getting traffic. Google is still one of the main sources in driving organic traffic. But depending on the platform, it may change. And if it does, what we'll need to do is we'll then need to pivot and kind of brings to my next point, which is diversify. So if you are at a stage where, you're only doing SEO or SEO stands a big proportion in what you're doing, like 80%, then what you want to do is you want to diversify. If you're just working online as a whole, right, you want to diversify your skills. So maybe start to learn a little bit about Google ads, start to learn a little bit about Facebook ads and other kind of marketing channel. So you want to diversify your skills so you're not only relying on SEO, because what if 1 year or 2 years down the road, SEO is obsolete? And again, you will not know until we reach that stage because everybody is still learning along the way. So diversify your skills. And if you are running a SEO-based business, diversify your offerings. So, we are doing Google ads now, we are doing Facebook ads now, we are doing web design, stuff like that. So the main thing here is to diversify your business offerings. Don't just only offer SEO. Start to think of incorporating some other things other than SEO. Okay. And if you're running portfolios, don't just rely on SEO as the main source of your traffic, especially from Google. Start to think about other source of channel. Start to think of other ways to monetize your traffic. For example, email newsletter. Don't rely so much on AdSense. Capture emails and then create your own product, like an informational-based product, templates, checklists, and things like that. And so the main thing here is to diversify, because people have went out of business or people have lost their life savings. People have went bankrupt because of this change. And if this doesn't screams, for you to diversify, then I don't know what will. So yeah, diversify. And if you ask me whether would I start SEO at this moment in time, if you're an entirely new beginner, my answer is still yes. And the reason why is because SEO still teaches you the foundations and fundamentals of a marketer, because it still teaches you what is top of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, middle of the funnel. It still teaches you about search intent, teaches you about content and, understanding like site architecture, the technicality of a website. And with all this understanding, it's going to be easier for you to pivot. If let's say you're pivoting over and you're going to learn Google ads in the future or Facebook ads, you have a very strong foundation, because SEO, it's not an easy channel to master. And if you can understand the nuances behind it, I think it's going to be easy for you to diversify. These are my own thoughts. And so I'm curious to know, like, with this current state of search, what are your thoughts? What are your plans? I'm really interested to know what are your plans. And yeah, leave them down in the comment section below. And hopefully this will give you some clarity. Cheers.